This week, we've got a brand new update called Brand Boards that you're not going to want to miss, plus an update that'll make making funnels and websites inside of HighLevel 10 times easier than it's ever been. You're not going to want to miss this week's weekly breakdown coming right up. All right, guys, first up this week is an update to the Ads Manager. Now, if you didn't know, Ads Manager is a new feature inside of, I believe you can only get it in labs right now. I believe you have to enable it here in the labs section. So we've reviewed this before. Let me Control F, Ads. Yes, so Ad Manager. Now, it is definitely still in beta. I say that. I can't even get my page to connect with the right permissions or anything. I'm probably doing something wrong, but I've gone through the instructions. So if you're seeing this as well, let me know. We're going to go to HighLevel today and see if we can figure out why this is going on so that we can demo this for you. The update is that now you have the ability to create and manage custom audiences directly within this ad manager. So this is going to be cool when it's working properly or when the user is not an idiot. It will be cool. I'm sure it will be. Stay tuned. We will continue to update you on this as soon as we get more exposure to it. All right, next up, we've got a really cool update in workflows to the wait step. This is really, really powerful. This is probably going to be something that you need to hear 3 or 4 times before you even start to process like what this could mean for your workflows. But this is really cool. We now have the ability to basically they've expanded the wait step. So we have the ability now to make this wait step wait for things that we weren't able to wait for before. Really, like, sometimes we could implement if else logic after a wait step to try and replicate some of this. But guys, this is really cool. We have the ability to come in and we say, hey, we want a contact reply, and we can provide a specific step that we're waiting for a reply to. And then we can create, and then if they don't reply to this step, we can do this timeout right here where we can say, hey, only do this step for 5 minutes. Okay, and then what'll happen, see, I don't have a step in here. Let me do a different one. So if I go in here, let's go email event. Again, I have to define my step in here. So this is all meant to be contextual within the workflow. This is the coolest and most powerful one. You can come in here and you can say, wait for the contact to have a certain tag, for example, or for their company name to be something. Like, you can specify exactly what this contact needs to look like, and it's gonna wait to see if that contact looks like that. In theory, as soon as the contact looks like that, it's supposed to trigger whatever the next step is. But you can define a timeout here as well that says, hey, if in 5 minutes this contact doesn't look like this, perform this set of actions. This is really cool, really exciting. I know even for us internally, I can't speak to one exact use case of this, but I guarantee you within the next couple of weeks, we'll have a dozen of them. So stay tuned. This is a really cool step. I want to hear how you're using it if you're using it. So check in and let us know. All right, next up, also in workflows, this is a little bit of a bug fix. Apparently Meta changed something in their code when it came to Instagram messages. And so you have this really cool feature that I'm not sure that everybody watching this knew that you can do. You can trigger workflows off of somebody commenting on your post. So if you come in here, this is Instagram or Facebook. So if I go comment right here, so I can say Facebook, comment on a post, and I can say, all right, pages, Empower LO, a published post, and the comment contains the phrase suck, right? This could be my negative comment handler or something like that. Point is, you can trigger a workflow off of this. You can instead say the post is specifically and define the exact post. It's got to be something that you've done from within the social planner, I believe. Maybe not though. Let's see. Let me check this on Instagram. We're gonna play around with this. Guys, this isn't even the update, so stay tuned. But I know that most of the people watching this probably don't even know that we can do this. Okay, so we can with Instagram. Maybe it's just because we haven't posted frequently. It's been a long time since we posted on our business page. But anyways, we can specify the exact post, and we can say, hey, if they post, boom, I can view this on Instagram if I want to. But basically I can say, hey, if they comment on this post, trigger a workflow, right? Now, the issue that's happening, if you go in here and you say Instagram DM, apparently this is not working, okay? But if you do Instagram interactive messenger, it does work here. So I don't know why that is the way that it is. It's not going to be that way for very long. This is, if I go to my update here, it says Meta outage, quick fix for failing Instagram DMs not working. If you're experiencing Instagram DMs, blah, blah, blah. So basically it should be something that gets fixed. They're saying Meta changed the code randomly, which does happen sometimes, unfortunately. And so this is the quick fix for that if you are currently using this action. All right, so this next update is a very welcome update to the dashboard functionality. What you now can do with dashboards is you can define whose data is showing in the actual, like, what do you call it? In the actual widgets that are on the dashboard. Widgets is what they call them, okay? So basically, like, for example, this one right here is new strategy calls by week. So boom, you have this over time. Now, if I have people inside my account that only have access to assigned data, before it would just block out this, it would just block this whole thing out right here, okay? But now, as long as when I set this up, I set this strategy call widget to show me, right, user is logged in user, then it's going to take only the data that belongs to the logged in user and is assigned to them, and it's going to display them up here. So this is kind of expected functionality. If this isn't making sense to you, don't worry about it. It's just going to confuse you to like go down this rabbit hole. This is kind of expected functionality. They're calling this a fix. I agree with that. We have clients that have used the dashboard function and have been frustrated with the behavior when you have somebody in the account that only has access to assigned data and them not being able to see any of the data on the dashboard. So this is considered a fix for that. Again, so this is kind of expected functionality. So if you're not understanding what I'm saying, don't worry about it. If I were to tell you how it worked before and get you to understand that, it would probably just confuse you. All right, next up is a update to calendar permissions, basically. If you link your calendar in a HighLevel account, when you go to the calendar and you look at this view, it shows all of the data for all of your events. So it shows everything. Again, you can see all of this here. Now, what this new feature allows us to do, okay, it allows us to make it so that only the person that connected the calendar has the ability to see those calendar details, okay? So this is private mode for synced events. When turned on, only you can see your third-party calendar details. So where does this come into play? If you have 4 or 5 different LOs in an account, including a branch manager, maybe that branch manager is doing recruiting that they don't want to share with everybody, or having meetings that they don't want to share with everybody, that branch manager can still sync their calendar in here, but now they can hide the event details to make it so that just because I want you to be able to book on my calendar does not necessarily mean I want you to be able to see everything on my calendar. So this is really cool. It was toggled on by default when I came in here. So if all of a sudden you're not seeing event details that you used to be able to see, know that whoever's calendar it is has to come in here and turn this off. The hide event details toggle has to turn this off in order to have other users in the account see those third-party event details. All right, next up, a really exciting update that's more exciting about the potential down the road than it is what it provides to you right now, okay? I want to call this out because HighLevel tends to hype features without giving you an idea of where that feature is headed. All right, so let's see what this looks like in action. So if we go into the funnel builder and I come here, let's say I want to change the color of one of these. It just anchors everything to the top there, right? So again, same thing with the font. If I come in here and I want to change the typography, headline font. Oh, weird. Yeah, see, even then it doesn't make it any easier with my brand font. If I come in here, see typography, custom font. Yeah, so the font, it doesn't even make anything easier. So all of this is to say right now, what I'm trying to express, this brand board thing is going to be cool. I guarantee you at some point, it's going to allow us the ability to really quickly interchange brand colors and images on a funnel with the click of a button. Really excited about that, especially for you like enterprise level members, those of you guys that are watching this that are thinking of starting your own white label, either as, like to sell to loan officers or for your own mortgage company or your own mortgage brokerage, for example. This is going to be cool, right? We work with a client that's got a lot of branches that have DBAs, right? Those DBAs have different colors, have different logos, have different fonts, whatever. this is going to allow them, ultimately, it's not there yet, but ultimately it's going to allow them, my prediction, right, is that it's going to allow them to interchange brands with a click of a button from funnel to funnel. And that, when that's available, that'll be sick. But until then, this feature is kind of cool, but it definitely leaves plenty to be desired. So stay tuned for brand boards and what we're going to be able to do. All right, last update for you guys. This one is really, really cool, guys. This is going to elevate your guys' game when it comes to creating a quick landing page or a quick funnel. It's going to elevate it so well. If you come in here, you now have the ability to add pre-built sections. These sections are already designed for you. So if you look here, we've got, your welcome section. So you've got a bunch of headers. You've got headers with videos. You've got headers with offset videos. You know, an image or whatever it is. Like, you have a lot of different options here. Then you go to about. Oh, we got more options there. Team, more options here. Now, the cool thing about this is, like, a lot of the stuff that loan officers don't think about when they're setting up a page design, or even like new marketers don't think about, things like containment, content containment, and making sure that everything's at the center of the page instead of stretching all the way to the edges of the page. That can make a big difference in how it looks. These things are pretty dialed already, right? As far as what this looks like going when you bring it, the pre-built section straight into here. So we're really excited about this. I know that we're going to benefit from it. Our clients are going to benefit from it right out of the gates. So excited to see what kind of designs you guys put together with these new pre-built sections. Have at it. All right, guys, that is it for this week's weekly breakdown. We had a really cool update this week, a couple really cool updates this week for loan officers that are using the HighLevel platform. As a reminder, this is a weekly video, guys. This isn't even a crazy update. If this is the first one that you've watched, stay tuned for the next one and the one after that, guys. HighLevel is so exciting, constantly releasing new stuff for loan officers. Stay tuned for next week's weekly breakdown. But until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the top.